The first step in the single welt pocket is to transfer your lines from your pattern onto the placement. So this represents, these chalk lines represent the garment. This would be the waistline, and this is where you're gonna sew the welt pocket. You're gonna put on the back of that area a piece of fusing to help stabilize the material. On your welt piece, you cut out a welt, you're gonna fuse the back of it. And on your lining piece, you transfer those same marks. So we're going to take the welt pocket and stitch 1/4 inch seams at the sides. And then turn the welt to the right side and poke out your corners. I'm using contrast, so this will be a good visual for you. So I'm not using matching thread, but you would use your matching thread, of course. And then press this and place the raw edges at the center line of your marks, okay? Now I'm gonna attach this to the garment piece just close to the edge. And it needs to be close because our seam allowance is only 1/4 inch. And the raw edge is lining up with the center line. And then I'll place the lining piece on top of this. And the middle line here is going to line up exactly with the raw edge of my piece. I'm not going to stitch on the middle line, I'm going to stitch on the outer lines. Okay, and keep that with the edge. This time I'm stitching on the welt. And now from the edge of where my stitches end, I'm going to draw these V shapes about 1/2 inch. And I'm going to cut right in the middle. When I get to the V, I'm going to cut angles. Okay, and now this pulls through. So that video you guys saw earlier with the automatic machine did that. How many? How many of these? And I'm not even there yet. But so when you pull this through, oh, I missed a little bit. When you pull this through, you're going to have these triangles at the end here, and you want to pull those triangles out and stitch through, attach those triangles to your lining piece. Okay, so but before you do that, make sure that this piece is nice and smooth and your triangle pieces are all that direction, all out there. Okay, and I'm going to grab that triangle. That's not what I meant to do. Sorry about that. grab the triangle with the lining, not the garment. Don't stitch through the garment like I'm mixing up my pieces because I'm thinking of it as the lining. The muslin is the lining. Okay, so here, grab your triangle to the lining. Okay, and now on the inside, your pocket lining comes up, and you're going to sew the pocket lining to this part. Now this pocket can be as deep or as shallow as you want. You could take it all the way up. I'm going to take mine to above the piece here and attach it here. So I have a deeper pouch. And then you would overlock, you'd take this to the overlock machine, clean that side, clean this side, and then this attaches with your waistband. Then the last step is to get this to lay into place right on the edge. You can outline the whole thing if you wish, but if you do, you need to pull your lining away so you don't close the pocket back up. But at a minimum, you want to do this. And then the other side. This side, I went a little too far with my stitch, but it'll cover it when I stitch this into place.
Can you do a satin stitch on it?
A satin stitch?
Yeah, the zigzag going back and forth.
On the outside? You
I've seen it.
could. I haven't seen that, but yeah, there's no reason if it was nice and neat to do that, to reinforce it. But for this assignment, just an edge stitch is fine. And I'm gonna thread that and finish it out.